Listen up, chuggers. This RTA that you're looking at today that we're going to be talking about, it chucks more flavor than any other RTA that I've ever tried on this planet. Like I've tried other RTAs on other planets. Ha! Nah, but I'm serious. No bullshit. True statement. The real effing deal. This thing chucks more flavor than other RTAs that I've tried. I know you guys are watching me going, Rip, you think everything's great. Everything that I review is great. Because I don't spend time with shit. I only spend time with the good stuff. And this right here, wow factor. And let me tell you why it's a wow factor, because it's got this slider system going on, these plates that close off the airflow right underneath the coil. You're going to see this in the close-ups, but what that does is it changes the pressure inside the tank. Every time you close off that slider and you go to take a hit, it's going to change that pressure. It's going to push juice down to the wick of the coil more efficiently. And because of that pressure change, you're going to get phenomenal flavor. Hell, it's like RTA status. Oh yeah, I almost forgot to mention the name of the product. It's called the Aqua Reboot by FooToon. Oh yeah, so here's the packaging this Aqua Reboot RTA comes in. And of course, inside that packaging, you're going to receive your Aqua Reboot RTA. Comes with an extra glass tube. And last but not least, boys and girls, you get this baggie of extras, which includes a tri-tool, extra O-rings, and 2 extra grub nuts. Now, the 2 color options I received for this puppy chucker today to show you guys is the stainless steel or black, but they also offer a blue version, which I do not personally have. The Aqua Reboot RTA is primarily made of stainless steel. She's 24mm in width at the base and about 46mm in length. At the base of this device, ladies and gentlemen, she's got a protruding gold-plated 510 pin. Threads are nice and smooth. Also at the base, it says Aqua Reboot RTA and FooToon. Down here at the base, she's got dual bottom adjustable airflow. You got 1 slot with a slider on this side, 1 slot with a slider on this side, and you got 2 other slots that are constantly open. But yeah, back to the slider. It looks like you got 2 sliders, but really it's one that goes all the way across on each side, which I'm going to show you inside here how it works in a second. At the top of this device, it comes with this Ultim 810 drip tip plate, and the reason why I call it a plate is because it's got this plate running around the whole drip tip. I don't know why they created it like this, but it is what it is. You got this indention, this plate indention. Inside the catch cup, you get this nice size O-ring embedded, and you just pop it in there. It fits snug as a bug, looks the tits. But the problem is, because it's designed the way it is, my other 810 drip tips, most of them do not fit with this bad boy. Underneath the top cap, she's got easy peasy top fill. Look how big those kidney-shaped slots are, man. I mean, we've seen this before, but these are big kidney-shaped slots where you can easily pour your juice in. You can easily squeeze your juice in. Look how big that shaft section is. There's your deck. We'll get into that in a second. But yeah, the threads for this device, they're nice and clean. Definitely clean for a Chinese manufactured product. But yeah, this bad man Majamba holds 4.3 mils of e-liquid. When you're done filling her up, you just pop the top cap back on there. You know the drill. Screw her down and you are ready to rock and roll. And here's a close-up view of the chamber slash shaft slash top fill section. Here is the inside of the chamber section. Again, threads are nice and smooth. Now onto the deck section, boys and girls. She's got a 2-post design, not a velocity style deck section, but you got top-down connections, which is huge in my opinion, because it means it's good for your Clapton style builds, okay? Any type of RTA or RDA that has side mount connections, it's not good for Clapton style builds. You don't get a solid connection with this, where you have the top-down grub nut connections. Awesome. Plus you got big old slots there. And look at these heatsink fins and the positive connection. It's supposed to keep the deck cooler. On one side, you got airflow. On the other, you got airflow. You got your wick slots. Now here's what makes this RTA, guys. It's the bottom adjustable airflow. You got these sliders. See these sliders? 1 slider on one side, 1 slider on the other. It's all 1 slider. So I'm going to go ahead and grab one side and watch this. As I close it off, you're going to see these plates. See that? Closing off, closing off. That makes a huge difference. Not in airflow, but in pressure. I'm going to go ahead and open her back up. But as I close her off, it's going to affect that pressure, which is going to change how this sucker wicks. It's going to wick more efficiently. And here's the dual Clapton style build that I'm rocking today. This is a 3mm build. I wouldn't recommend going anything bigger than 3mm because it's going to start to go out. It's going to touch the inside of the chamber. But that's about the distance I want her right there. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you this adjustable airflow once again, because this is the stainless steel unit and you can probably see this a lot better. But check it out. We're going to close it off, close it off, close it off. It's all the way closed off. See that on both sides? Again, that changes the pressure, and that's what makes a huge difference with this device versus others. All right, so check it out. I've got her wicked up, and I've got her fluffed out. This is how I tuck each wick in. I don't tuck it down all the way to the bottom. Just tuck it right into that lip, and you should be good. I got her wicked up, I got her juiced up, and the rule is, if I can fit my tool into this wick slot all the way to the back, I'm good. Make sure the airflow is completely closed off. Remember, this acts like a juice flow control, so to close her off all the way to the left does her, and that's on both sides. Go ahead and open up that airflow, and she's ready to chuckify. First, the cons for this RTA. The biggest one that I found is the drip tip compatibility. Pretty much all my 810 drip tips do not fit. This one that comes with it, it's great. I like it, but that's all subjective. Some of you guys that don't like Ultim or don't like this drip tip period are not going to want to use this device. Next con, this bad boy did not come with a 510 drip tip adapter. Yes, there are vapors that still like to use their preferred 510 drip tips, and you cannot do that with this device. Next con, this is definitely nitpicky subjective, but for you single coilers, you're not going to want this device because it's meant for the dual coils. Another nitpicky subjective con, this only came with grub nuts. For those of you guys who do not like grub nuts, you want to use your flatheads or Phillips heads, you're not going to be able to do that with this device. And then the last one I found, you got to share your leads. It's not like your Velocity style deck. It's not that easy to build on. It's easy for a seasoned veteran to build on, but for a newbie builder, I don't recommend this. Now on to the pros. The biggest pro for this device, the thing that separates this RTA from other RTAs is the adjustable airflow. Having this slider right here where you can close it off and you can open it up, and having the airflow so close to the coil, that makes a huge difference in my opinion. Not so much with the airflow, but with the pressure. That pressure from the sliding airflow right underneath the coil is going to push more juice down to your wick, which is going to give you better flavor and it's going to give you more vapor. That's the biggest pro for this device, guys. It's all about the details, boys and girls, and this definitely has that unique detail. Next pro, the heatsink fins. I personally think it keeps the deck cooler. Next pro, the wicking. I think it's super easy to wick. If you wick it like I showed you, you're going to have great flavor and great vapor. No dry hits, no leaking. Next pro, the airflow. You get a ton of it. Back to the connections. I like how it's top down. So much better for your Clapton style builds. The top fill for this device is so easy. Look at those big old slots. And the fact that this sucker holds 4.3 mils of juice, I'm not complaining. Yes, she does chug, but that's a good thing. You want your devices to chug because that means you're getting the best flavor possible. The 810 drip tip that comes with this, I like it. I think it looks killer and it's comfortable. Oh yeah, and the fact that you get this extra glass tube, that's definitely a pro. The fact that this bad boy is a 24mm tank, you know how I love my 24 and 25mm devices, gotta have them. And last but not least, the build quality for the price point, it's exceptional. Oh yeah, another thing I want to point out, I'm not going to mention this as a con because most other RTAs don't come with this, but FooToon, if you're watching, you should have included some cotton and pre-built coils. That's just my 2 cents. Now it's time to vape on this rowdy clasher. So I got the build in here that you guys saw in the close-ups reading 0.21 ohm. I'm only vaping her 52 watts and I got her sitting on this You Will Iron Fist. Oh yeah, and I got that airflow slider about halfway open. You know, let's go. It just seems like every juice that I vape is just that much sweeter. The sweeter notes come out from every juice, all the notes and nuances come out from every juice. It's no bullshit. That pressure makes a difference. Look how dense the vapor is. It's gonna be more dense because you're getting more juice to the wick and to the coil. FooToon, hell of a job. Yeah, it looks like an ordinary RTA from the outside, but from the inside, you guys have lightning in a bottle. It's all about the pressure. With any tank, it's about the pressure. And because that airflow plate is right underneath the coil, that pressure is going to be more intense. The airflow is about the same as most other RTAs, but it's about that pressure. I can't emphasize that enough. That's why you're getting the flavor off this that you are. I can't get over the flavor though, man. It's like an RDA. It is an RDA, basically. Oh yeah, and back to the airflow. It's smooth as a porn star's ass. Here it is again, halfway open. Now I'm gonna close her off a little bit, about a quarter of the way open. I'm gonna open her up, 3/4 of the way open. In my opinion, wide open is kind of pointless. I mean, flavor's still fantastic, but it's not nearly as good as when you start closing it off, because again, it changes that pressure. See, when it's wide open, it's like most other RTAs. Personally, I prefer to close this sucker off about halfway. That is like the perfect amount of airflow, the perfect amount of restriction, perfect amount of pressure, in my opinion. So yeah, having that plate for this, it makes a huge difference. I mean, it takes it way above any other RTA that I've tried to date. When it comes to flavor. Wow, highly recommended. Rip Chippers approved easily. Now, like I said in the close-ups, this is definitely not for the newbie, but for a seasoned veteran who's been building for a long time, who knows RTAs, knows RDAs, hell yeah, highly recommend it. Price point, $35 what I'm seeing online. I'll post links down in the description to sites that I know of that are credible, that are carrying this. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, liked it, found it entertaining and helpful. If you did like this video, well then hit that like button and let me know that you cared, share it for all your friends to see, and if you want to see more of me, then subscribe for more. This is Rip Chippers, and remember, smoking is dead, vaping is the future, and the future is now.